Hey everybody, it's Erica with Siren Song Oracles. How are you doing today? I'm sure you're just like me, self-quarantined, doing your part for the world. I know it's not easy. Trust me, it's not easy for me either. I'm pretty much an extrovert with an introverted side, so I'm really tapping into my introverted side right now. And I'm gonna, like I promised, I'm gonna be doing a lot of readings. I'm off of work. My place of employment shut down completely. So I'm off work. I've got nothing better to do but to do some readings and do some writing and do everything that I find to be fun to do and also relax. So I hope all of you are taking care of yourselves out there and you're still enjoying yourself even though you're quarantined. So today I'm going to do a pick a card reading, okay? This is going to be messages that you need to hear right now concerning what is going on in the world, okay? I was very drawn to do this reading about 10 minutes ago. It just struck me that, you know what, I really got to do a reading about, I got to give people some hope and inspiration right now. So I just want to do a free for all reading of, maybe it relates to what's going on right now. Maybe it won't relate. I don't know. But I'm doing like a free for all type of reading. Hold on one second. I got to reach for something. Okay, there we go. Yeah. I have a couple oracle cards, no tarot cards. It's all oracle cards, okay? And we're just going to do a reading for one is going to be change. So here's how we're going to do it. Basically, you pick a phrase, okay? It's like a pick a phrase reading, or I call it pick a card reading. You pick one of these cards and the spread that coincides with this card. So you're either going to be 1, 2, or 3. So number 1, so this is going to be for the people. I'm doing it live. I haven't picked the cards yet. I'm doing it live. So for number 1, it's going to be change. Know when to move to a new shell, especially if yours no longer fits. Okay, sorry, I didn't tell you. This is the Sea Melodies cards. These are so cute. It goes with my mermaid siren song theme. So Sea Melodies cards have these little messages. I got this at a local bookshop in Pacifica, California, where I live. I've never seen these before. Anyway, so this one you will like the saying of change and what it says on here, and it's kind of blurry. I'm so sorry. Why is this blurry? It wasn't blurry a second ago. Now it's blurry again. Anyway, it says explore when to move to a new shell, especially if yours no longer fits. So the element of change, that's number 1. Number 2 is explore. Oh God, I hate this blurriness. Oh, so it says maps show what has already been discovered. Go another way. Okay, so maybe you want to explore some options during this break we're having. Maybe you relate to that. Maybe you want to explore, what else is there for you in life. You want to explore inwardly. This one, do you relate to self-care? It says here, drowning doesn't always require water. Yeah, we're all, a lot of people are freaking out right now. But you know what it's really about? It's really about self-care. So if you relate to this one, you're going to be doing the number 3 reading, okay? And this is relating to what's going on right now, but it's just relating, it could also relate in general sense. Like I said, I haven't even picked the cards yet. So we're going to take these 2 away right now. We're going to take 2 and 3 away. And we're going to go to this one. This is number 1. So we're going to do the number 1 people right now. You picked the word change, and you picked the message that went with change, okay? Which is know when to move to a new shell, especially if yours no longer fits. So we're going to focus on that right now, okay? The change card. So the first card we're going to pick is a message from Spirit. These are the message. They're called postcards from Spirit, okay? So this is for number 1. What does number 1 need to know? It's the change card. What does the person who picked number 1 need to know? Okay, so here we are. Let's read this card. It's this card right here. Okay, and you're not going to see it very well, but I'm going to read it, okay? I'm going to try to read it here. Dearest wonderful you, to help you manifest a life for the highest good, we invite you to examine your deepest desires. Imagine all your desires, no matter what kind, like magic seed pods in a basket, glowing with infinite potential. Look closely at each one. Are you afraid that some may bring you too much attention and invite negative reactions from others? Is change too daunting? Are you afraid to stretch and grow? Let yourself be led forward and let the seeds of positive intention take you to the wind. Your desires are worthy. Okay, sorry. Your desires count and you are worthy of them. They are essential for co-creating your world. Did you ever consider that when a desire comes from deep within you, it might be spirit moving you to create something beautiful to share with others? Some desires are infused with miraculous powers to move the heart and influence the world in ways you can't possibly know. We know you and love you so deeply and are so happy to support you. This is about like your desires and your dreams, number one. You're worthy of them. That's what they're saying. You have the power. Don't worry about getting too much attention, you know. It's time for you to go for your dreams and your desires. That's what this is saying. Okay. So I'm just being totally spontaneous right now. The next card I'm going to go for is the Osho Zen deck. This is for number one. So what other messages do we have for the person number one? So we're going for your desires and your dreams. You have the power to do so. This is the change in your life that you need. So what else does number one need to know? Okay, here we are. Number one. Oh, this is awesome. Number 10, harmony. So basically what this is about is you need to get to a place of inner harmony right now within yourself. Maybe the situation with, the state of the world right now has brought you into a place where you get to get quiet within yourself. And you get to feel that peace and harmony within your heart. Harmony is when your inside world and your outside world match up. And, again, and it's kind of funny, it's also blue color too. You can't really see it, but this is also blue. And it's like very much emotional. It's very emotional. You really want these dreams. You really want to change your life. You have desires. Maybe you're not, in life right now, there's a possibility that you might not be doing exactly what you would want to be doing. Your life, how you would like it, is not in harmony. Basically, yeah, so basically saying the life you're living is not actually the life you really want. You may want to make some changes there. Yeah, you have to get right with your inner and outer life. And also, I just want to let you know you might be in a couple. You might be a person in a relationship right now, and you need to get into harmony with this other person. I'm seeing the two dolphins right there. So this is possibly a person in a relationship. But yeah, this is what you're going to be working on during this, downtime, is the harmony within your heart and your soul that would reflect the outside of your life. I'm sorry, I'm going to move these cards over because we're just going one at a time here. Okay, so the next card I'm going to pick, again, totally spontaneous, don't even know how I'm doing this right now, is going to be from the Vintage Wisdom Oracle deck. Okay, so what does number one need to know? I hope the reading just kind of all coincides together. Oh, this one just flipped out. Wow. Oh my God, you guys. It's totally resonating. Dreams. This is the card. I didn't even pick this. This literally just flipped out of the deck. So again, focusing on your dreams, focusing on the things that you really want, getting into harmony with life. This also could be a message to look at your actual dreams that you were having when you're asleep. But I feel that it all ties in with that first card. So number one, you really want to pursue some dreams. That's the changes you want to do in your life. You want your inner life and your outer life to reflect. You've got maybe some desires of the heart and some fantasies, that you aren't really doing in real life. So maybe it's time to tap into that during this downtime. Dreams are very important to you. Look at all the red right there, the passion, and it's near her heart. Just like here, see, there's a heart situation going on here, and there's a heart in here, heart touching. So you have to get in touch with your heart, number one. Okay. All right, next card we're going to pick is from the Moonology deck. Here's the Moonology deck. It's very cool. Yeah, this is actually working out very well. It's actually all really relating to each other. I like that. So what does number one need to know? Okay, so here we got the card for number one. Oh my gosh, expect powerful change. Look, and it's change. It's the change card. You got the change card. That's so funny. Okay, so yeah, the new moon eclipse. Very intense. Very intense. You move toward your dreams. That's the change. And it's coming. Maybe some opportunities are going to be coming your way, actually, to pursue these dreams. But yeah, you pick change for a reason. It's definitely happening. For sure. And it's a good thing. Okay, so where are we at now? So we're going to pick this other mermaid card here. This is the Mermaids and Dolphins deck. Okay, some more oracles. So what's for number one? What is number one? What does number one need to know? Okay, here's number one. Let yourself receive. Interesting. Like I said, some new opportunities are coming your way, so that's possible. Let's see, let yourself receive. It says, allow others to give you loving care. Receive without guilt or apologies. So number one, you may have problems receiving. Maybe you're more of a giver. But you're manifesting your dreams, changes coming your way, and maybe there's going to be other people giving to you and trying to help you with these dreams. Somebody's going to give you some loving care, and don't feel guilty, or just let it happen. Just let it happen. Let somebody take care of you. So during this time, maybe you just let yourself receive. Let yourself receive all that love, because people are spreading the love around right now. We need to. But this has something to do with your dreams too. Like I said with this card, I said maybe some opportunities are coming up. I don't know why I said that. I think other people are going to be helping you with that. Okay, what's the other card I want to pick before we're done? Oh, I want to pick a card from the Power of Love deck. This is like the lesson you're learning right now. This is what you need to focus on right now. Okay, we got it. Joy. You delight in the love of life and bring a spirit of fun to all that you do. So the change that you could be wanting is being more joyful, tapping into your joy, letting yourself receive, going for your dreams, what makes you happy. It's fun. You know, your dreams are fun. You want to have fun in life, right? That's what this is about. Even though you're in, maybe you're in that quarantine and you're by yourself, you still want to make time for fun and tapping into your joy. So whatever your dreams are, you have to start pursuing them now, and you have to let others help you. Okay? And then we have one last card we're going to do. It's called, and I never really use these cards a lot, it's the Sacred Rebel deck. And I'm going to have to read it out of the book. I will interpret it without reading the book, but I think I'm probably going to have to read the book. These cards are still, I'm still getting to learn these cards. So what does number one need to know? What does number one need to know? Sacred Fool. So it's kind of like, I see this as maybe like the Fool of the like the tarot, like starting over. Again, change, doing something out of your comfort zone. Sacred Fool. Maybe you're a little bit of a funny person. Again, you're joyful and you bring fun. This is a clown. So maybe you're kind of a funny person, number one. Let me read this. Hold on. Let me read what the Sacred Fool says. Let me get the book. Excuse me. It's number 40. Okay. It says here, the fool is a great rebel, able to thwart convention and tell the truth without restraint. Your heart is a wonderful, powerful, sacred fool. It cares not for the right way to do things. It cares not for what the mind says is real and not real. It lives according to an inner wisdom that cannot be dictated or controlled by anything. It loves, it lives, and it is what it is. This oracle heralds a time, now or imminent, when you will feel inspired, alive, and passionate for what you can offer to the world. Again, your dreams. We talked about this. It says to you, don't try to be appropriate. Don't try to be socially acceptable and worry about what others may think about what you're doing. Just be. If you want to wear a mad hat while doing so, fine. The sacred fool in you is willing to leave behind what has been because it no longer feels right to stay attached to it. Again, change. The sacred fool in you trusts life completely. It would never occur to this part of you to try and outsmart life or resist its flow. It recognizes that the mind is a monkey puppet on strings. More often than not, it is cajoled into fear when it could be playfully dwelling in the radical spontaneity of life. So the sacred fool in you urges your mind to let itself be pulled into joy. Ah, look, joy, see? See, it's all connected. It's so awesome when it's connected. Okay. So the sacred fool in you urges your mind to let itself be pulled into joy by your heartstrings, not into fear and doubt by the controlling machines of mass media. Oh, let's listen to that. Because the media is really, brewing up a lot of fear inside of us right now. Yes, you have to stay informed. I understand that. But you know what? Take a break. Ignore it for a while. Just enjoy yourself. Just have fun. The oracle brings you a message. It's time for you to play. And you know what, folks? We got plenty of time to play if you're not working right now. It's time for you to let life happen in a completely unreserved, unscripted way. Well, that makes sense. The more bizarre, left of field, unexpected, and apparently ridiculous, the better. This might not feel safe or appropriate at first. That is okay. That is good, actually. It is a sign that you are breaking with your own self-imposed conventions. It is time to move beyond them now because a bigger life adventure is calling to you. This is wonderful news. It is the desire of life to operate more radically through you so that you can become the conduit through which miracles and crazy wild synchronicity can occur. You are becoming more electric. You are more plugged into the apparent randomness of life. Apparent because there is a refined intelligence behind it all. The sacred fool goes with this without having to understand any of it, which is good. Trying to access even one genuine glimpse of life's unfathomable genius would probably make one's head explode. As you take this journey, you may find that people around you are challenged. You might unintentionally cause them to rethink the way they live their lives. They may question whether the way they are living is the only way for them or even the best way. At first, they may react rather than take responsibility. The sacred fool in you doesn't engage with this. It is what it is, and it rises and falls as it will. It doesn't stop you from your merry dance of unconventional being. If you find yourself making choices that have others questioning your sanity, then you are on the right course. You may feel that you are quite possibly going insane, but you are not crazy. You are just approaching enlightened awareness. There is a moment, sometimes a rather long one, when we wake up to life, shed our attachment to mass opinion, and float in a completely different state of being. We might find that no one is really able to understand or connect with us, to the point that we question our state of mind. Stay with that. It will pass. You will eventually see that you are becoming sane in an insane world. Wow. Actually, right now, that would be good. That's so appropriate. You are becoming sane in an insane world. Wow. The tables will turn and you will gain great inner freedom and creative juice. Stay on your path. Stay on your journey. Remember to take nothing too seriously, and it will all work out perfectly. So, number one, you seem like a dreamer to me. I like you, number one. Heck, maybe that's even me. I don't know. I didn't pick a number. Number one, you're a dreamer. Number one, you want to make these dreams come true. You want to feel right in your heart. You want to have that joy in your life. And you know what? You got to receive some of it. Let yourself receive. But that sacred fool pretty much summed it up. Everything I just read right there summed it up about you. So, and you're a fun person to be around, it sounds like. All right, number one, that was you. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I hope that inspired you. Now we're going to be on to number two. And we're going to get rid of change because that was number one. Number two is explore. So this person's kind of an interesting person too, this number two. Explore. Maybe you want to check out different things in life. Maybe you want to travel when this thing is over. Maybe you bought some cheap travel tickets or something. Well, coronavirus tickets. I don't know. Okay. So, as we started out with, it's going to be the message from Spirit, number two. What is the message from Spirit for the postcards from Spirit? Sorry. Postcards from Spirit. Okay, here we are. I am just so picking the cards quickly today. I'm on point. The more alone I am, the better I am with readings and being intuitive. I noticed that. Okay, so here we are. This is for number two. Dear you, you are in good shape right now. That we're all doing a happy dance. In this moment, you have the power to make choice to get with Spirit and co-create a miracle. You may wonder where all this is going, but if you want to manifest your desires for the highest good, you need to stay focused on the now. All power is in the present moment. Ask yourself, what are your dominant thoughts now? What beliefs are you motivated by? Do you have clarity right now? How is your conscious contact with the divine? Are you plugged in, or are you trying to do life all by your small self? And right now we're all alone. You might want to give it up to a higher power. Might want to ask for some help. Get rid, or however you believe, whatever you believe in. Get rid of negative energy now. Resentment be gone. Forgiveness and love enter, please. You can do your life beautifully and create your most powerful future right here, right now, in this moment. Aren't you thrilled to know you have a huge cheering section over here? Love and hugs always. So this sounds like, number 2, you're kind of wanting to explore the inner. You're exploring your inner self. There's something that hasn't been discovered within you. That's a possibility. Okay, now we're going to go to the Osho Zen. We're going to see what they have to say. What does number 2 need to know right now? What does number 2 need to know? Oh, man. Okay, I got to shuffle again. Okay, never mind. What does number 2 need to know right now? What does number 2 need to know? Oh, this is beautiful. I love this. Flowering. So number 2, you're coming into your own. Maybe you're exploring this side of yourself. This is a very sensual card. It's like a very sensual coming of age, not coming of age, but coming into your own kind of card where you're just sort of like open to life and you're blossoming. It's beautiful. So when you go within and you explore, you're going to be coming into your own, and you are going to be connecting with the outside world too, but you're like flowering in life, you're blossoming. It's beautiful. You're feeling really good. Number 2, or you want to feel good. Either way, but yeah, that's your jam right now. I like that card a lot. Okay, so the second card we're going into is the Wisdom of. If I'm doing this in the right order, I kind of forgot what order I was doing it in before. But we're going to do the Vintage Wisdom Oracle again. These cards here. Okay. What does number 2 need to know? Got it. Discernment. Interesting. Discernment. Well, okay, number 2. It's kind of like there's something that you're maybe thinking about right now that you're not really sure about. Like you're kind of looking at a situation, trying to be discerning about it. Because here's the thing. Okay, so let me just tell you something. This card right here, number 2, says you're very open to life. You're opening up, you're blossoming, but you have to be, you have to be careful about who you're going to blossom toward. Like who you're going to open yourself toward. That's where the discernment kicks in. Yeah, you got to really look at things, use your intuition. You got to know who you can give yourself to. Sorry, I got to move this over. Gosh. Who you can give yourself to and who you can't. And who's not, not the right fit. But yeah, you don't want to be overly open. You do want to discern. So in this blossoming, be sure you discern. This could be a lesson that you may have learned recently. I don't know. That's possible. Either you're already learning this or you have learned it. I mean, you're learning it now, you will be learning it, or you have learned it. Okay? Okay. So let's see. The next one is the Moonology cards. Also, sorry, I just got a flash. The discernment is also about what's going on right now. You need to be discerning, number 2. Don't be open to all the information you're receiving. Not all of it is correct. So be discerning about what you're hearing right now as well. With what's going on right now. That's just the message that just popped up. Okay. So the Moonology cards are next. What does number 2 need to know? Explore. What's this about? What's number 2 about? Okay. Oh, wait. Okay. It's time to take action. Well, that's interesting. Okay. So I don't know. Maybe you've been holding back. It's a new moon in Aries. There's something coming up for you that's new. That's totally new. Starting over. It's time to take action on something. I don't know what it is. But maybe you want to explore some other options in your life. This is an outward type of card. So not only are you inwardly exploring and blossoming, maybe you want to take a chance on the outside too, and you want to just, take some action toward that exploration. And it's something that's totally new. This is something you might be thinking about right now when you're, in your in more of a quieter, isolated mode. You might want to think about what's your next action. You're debating on taking action on something. Okay, and you definitely should. Okay, so the next one is going to be the mermaid cards. What does number 2 need to know? Okay, we have self-employment. Oh, wow, maybe that's the action. You are born entrepreneur and your business is surrounded by magical opportunities. So, you are blossoming, you are opening up, you have to make discerning decisions. It's time to take action. It's time to become self-employed, maybe. This is something you might be thinking about while you're in quarantine. You might want to think about a business you might want to start. Very interesting, number 2. Exploring. Yeah, you are exploring your options. It looks like you're exploring your options right now. And of course, in business, you've got to take action, but you've got to be discerning. So yeah, think about this. You have some sort of self-employment dream you got going on here. It's time to take action on that. That's pretty awesome, number 2. Okay, so you have 2 more cards. So we've got the Power of Love cards, these cards here. So Power of Love, what is number 2 wanting to know? Learn. Oops, whoa. Hold on, excuse me. Okay, I got to shuffle again because those were 2 cards. I don't want to pick 2 cards. Okay, so number 2, what do they need to know? So forgiveness, okay? Interesting, number 2. I don't know what's going on with that, but it says here, you are now able to activate the power of love in order to release past hurts. So number 2, there's something you're holding on to. I'm sorry, my camera just went haywire. That was weird. Okay. There's something you're holding on to right now. You have to release the hurt from the past. That's I think that connects to this. These 2 connect. So when you release the hurt from the past, you're going to start flowering, opening up to others, and blossoming. So you're going to be focusing on forgiveness right now. There's something or someone you need to forgive. So not only, you've got some other stuff. You've got a lot going on, number 2. There's an opening up with you. And you're changing things in life. You're exploring your other options in life. You're like opening up a lot, number 2. I don't know what it is, but there's somebody you need to forgive in order to do that. And lastly, you've got the Sacred Rebels card. What is the Sacred Rebel card for number 2? What do they need to know right now? What do they need to know? Okay, I've got this card right here. I'm feeling softly, softly, the tender touch. Interesting. Softly, softly, the tender touch. Forgiveness, flowering, opening up. Because honestly, this flowering card, when I see it, if you look at it, look at it. I mean, it's very feminine. Softly. It's a very feminine card. So number 2 might be a woman who's watching this. Most of my, subscribers are women anyway, but softly, softly, the tender touch. Something requires a tender touch here. Something requires some softness, some forgiveness maybe. Let's see what it's about. Let's see what the book says. Okay, so here we are. The feminine wisdom, like I said, feminine wisdom of gentleness can assist you now. When we are at a point in life where we want to attain greater things, but don't necessarily have a proportionally greater supply of energy at our disposal, it is time to work smarter rather than harder. This is the way of feminine wisdom. So like I just said, that's a very feminine card. You're coming into that. Even though you have to take action, it doesn't have to be some aggressive thing. When you want to be in self-employment or something. It doesn't have to be aggressive. However, a cultural ignorance of the feminine way currently prevails. We are generally taught that the more force we use, did I not just say that? Yeah, it doesn't have to be aggressive. The more force we use, the more we try to make things happen, the more we will achieve. The feminine way is not about force, nor is it about driving, striving, pushing, or grabbing at what we can in order to create. Yeah. Sorry, I've just thought about striving, pushing, grabbing. It's kind of, people are kind of panicking right now doing that. It's like, just relax. This is a card about just, kick back, relax, be in your feminine energy. It's about inviting, exactly. It is about inviting what we wish for to come into the space we have provided for it, internally and in our lives. This method cultivates more energy, causes less stress, and attracts what is desired. It is manifestation by invitation rather than by will or force. There is an old story that the sun and the wind were debating about who was more powerful. After boasting about their prowess, they made a wager. A man walked down the street with a coat on. The wind and the sun decided that whomever could force the coat off the man was the most powerful. The wind began demonstrating its impressive power. It blew and caught underneath the coat, pulling it and nearly ripping it right off the man. But the man wrapped his coat around himself more tightly to protect himself against the force of the wind. Eventually, perhaps temporarily, out of puff, the wind gave up. The sun took over. He shone down, becoming brighter and brighter until the man slipped off his coat, slung it over his shoulder, and walked down the street, quite possibly wondering what was happening with the weather that day. The wind attempted to do by force what the sun was able to do by being. See, that being feminine is about just being. You are being asked to surrender your forcefulness, your determination, and your intense activity, even if it is just for this moment. See, this is what you're probably going to be giving up during this time period of isolation. Does this mean that you have to surrender the goals you were chasing through these endeavors? Certainly not. This is about letting go of achievement. It is about understanding the process of manifestation is a more intelligent way. In a more intelligent way. There is a way of creating that gives you energy and doesn't leave you utterly worn out. It is about allowing what you want to come to you. Be yourself absolutely, naturally, and with ease. Shine your light and allow your presence to invite that which you would wish to receive. It is about cultivating an energetic affinity with what you seek rather than feelings of lack and need, which we can definitely get into right now. Do you see the subtle but important difference? To feel that you are already a naturally abundant being who gratefully invites more of what you want into your life is rather different to feeling lack, fear, and wishing your world would change. It is a bit like dressing for the job you want, even if it is not the job you have. Self-employment. Start to think like that. You energetically embody what you wish to attract more into your life. Like attracts like. This oracle brings you a message. You don't need to push quite so hard to receive what is naturally coming to you. Your push comes from a place of uncertainty over whether or not you will succeed. You need to relax and have more faith in yourself. All things come in time, rightfully and according to great loving wisdom. You are not immune to this. You shall have your time to shine too. Rebel against any voice of fear within you or around you that tells you otherwise. It is okay to become softer, to feel the energy of what you wish to attract into your life, and to act as much as you can as though it is already that way. You are not fantasizing or daydreaming or failing to live in the real world if you do this. You are actually working with the feminine art of manifestation through gentle beingness and attraction. As you soften into becoming what you are seeking, what you wish for will not be able to resist your shining, inviting presence. This oracle also comes with the special message that you have been working very, very hard. You have learned much and accomplished so much, but it is now the time to change your approach. Let go of any force in your approach to creation now. Everything serves a purpose, and learning the benefits and limitations of the more forceful way of manifestation through effort and willpower was a useful lesson. However, if you were to continue with that approach, it would stop working for you because you are now beginning to create on a far grander scale that is beyond what an individual can manifest through willpower alone. You are individually creating through your healing and art, but also contributing globally to new consciousness through your own spiritual growth. You are a part of a global healing manifestation process. Look at that. You are part of a global healing manifestation process. I want you to hear that. You are, through your way of being in the world, helping to birth a new awareness. Maybe there's something you need to get out there right now. Number 2, this new way will heal the human heart and bring it back into balance with nature. This is essential for the human soul to survive, flourish, and cooperatively nurture the earth rather than destroy her natural resources. You may or may not be consciously aware of the extent to which this new way of manifesting through receiving rather than taking can actually help all of humanity, but nonetheless, it is playing an important role in greater human evolution. It is the power of attraction, magnetism, rather than that of striving and force that will replenish your energy and restore your body, mind, and heart after your struggle. This change in approach will encourage the shift from the head to the heart that is essential for your individual well-being and for the greater human evolution. You need to heal so that you can help the world to heal. Again, forgiveness. And it's talking about helping the world heal. Does this give you absolute permission now in your own mind to take an easier approach to your sacred, rebellious, creative manifestation? Wow, number 2, you got a lot on you, girl. World changer. You're definitely a world changer. And you're really tapping into your feminine energy. Even though you want to be self-employed, you want to be, the boss, you want to take action. It's a softer approach. So number 2, that was for you. You had a long one. That was pretty awesome. Okay, so the third one, you picked self-care. For the people who picked the number 3 reading, self-care. Let's see what we got going on for self-care. All right, so first card is the message from Spirit. Sorry, my camera's up here. Okay, what's the message from Spirit for number 3? Self-care. Okay. All right, it says here we are. Dearest you, miracles never run out. Look back over your life and you will see so many moments of synchronicity when all the right people, the right place, the right opportunities, and the right time just showed up without any of your help. Think back to how you felt just before a miracle happened. We definitely need a miracle right now. You felt you were giving up, but it was more like a gentle surrender to whatever was about to happen. We want you to know that miracles are being concocted for you and you will never run out of them. You just don't get to choose how they come, who will deliver them, when they will show up, and what they will do for you. All of that is in our department. Spirit knows what is best for you and what wants to be expressed through you. You are an incredible, amazing, and magnet for miracles. That would be a good mantra for you today. We're on it. Relax. If you only knew how much you were loved. Sigh. It says about miracles, number 3. Something's going on behind the scenes. You're waiting for a miracle somehow. Maybe you're in some serious stuff right now with this virus going around, and you need a miracle. Maybe that's part of it. Okay, so what does number 3 need to know right now? What does number 3 need to know? Oh, look at this. Ripeness. Oh, I love that card. So the time has come, basically. This means that these apples are ready to fall off the tree. The time is ripe. The miracle is happening. The miracle's coming. The apple's about to fall off the tree for you. So yeah, I mean, like, just something's about to happen for you. Like, the time has come, basically. Ripeness is here. And it probably relates to the miracle. Something's about to come through for you. Yeah, that's all I got. Literally, the time has just come for you. Okay, so let's go to the Vintage Wisdom Oracle. Because ripeness is about timing, and that means the timing is pretty much now. So it's not going to be much longer. Whoever's number 3, it's not going to be much longer. Okay, so what does number 3 need to know? Person who is number 3, what do they need to know? Nature. Wow, this is interesting. Nature. There's like red there, red here, lots of red. So I've seen a lot of passion for like number 3 for some reason. And this is what this is kind of about. This card is actually about sensuality and passion. I don't know, maybe there's a miracle in your love life you're waiting for. This also could mean that you need to turn to nature at this time. Because there's nature here. You see there's the trees and the apple, and there's like nature here, and it's beautiful here too with the flowers. So I think number 3, you're kind of like, you need to kind of go into nature. That's part of your self-care. Part of your self-care has to do with nature. But it's also a very sensual card. It's like you're getting into your primal nature kind of like during this time. There could be some passion involved here for number 3. I'm sensing number 3 might have a love life thing going on. I'm not totally sure of that yet, but that's the vibe I'm kind of getting. So tapping into nature, tapping into your sexual nature, that might be occurring. That might be part of your self-care. That might be occurring right now during this time. Okay. Okay, so now we're going to go to the Moonology cards. Oops, uh-oh. So what does number 3 need to know? What does number 3 need to know right now? Okay. Don't let your past hold you back. Very interesting, huh? Okay. So there's something about, you're kind of like number 1. Number 1 had a problem with their past too. South node in astrology is like what you used to be, and the north node is what you're becoming. In your astrology chart, you might want to look to your south node and your north node. So my south node, like for example, my south node is Cancer and my north node is Capricorn. So what I've already been and done and am is more Cancer-like. And I'm supposed to be going toward Capricorn. I need to let go of some of those Cancerian traits that I have, or just, I've already conquered that. I don't need to focus on that side of my personality. I need to go more toward the Capricorn side. So that's what it's saying to you here. It's saying, don't be the person you used to be. You're changing. Don't let those old energies hold you back in life. Okay? All right, so what else do we have here? We have the mermaids. We're going to go into the mermaids now. What is number 3's message? Because, I'm sorry, I just got a message right now. It's like, look, the time is, sorry about that. The time is ripe. The time is now, so don't let the past hold you back on whatever you're wanting to do here. Okay, so mermaids, what does number 3 need to know? What does person number 3 need to know? Have faith. Your prayers are manifesting. Remain positive and follow your guidance. Well, earlier they were talking about a miracle. So I just feel like number 3, you're like the person who's picked number 3. You're like waiting for something to happen. Like you're waiting for that apple to fall off. Maybe you're feeling held back by the past, but have faith. Whatever you're trying to manifest, whatever you're really wanting, it's going to come through for you. That's what I'm getting. This is like that miracle you're waiting for. Have faith. Things are going to work out. Sorry, my camera keeps moving when I do that. Okay. So what are we doing? We're doing the Power of Love cards now. Okay. So number 3. And also too, really quick, just got the message here. You want to also have faith through the process we're going through right now. Maybe this what we're going through right now with our situation in the world is it's scaring you a little because something in the past. Don't worry about that. Have faith. Things are going to work out. Maybe you're having a crisis of some faith right now. Okay, so what does number 3 need to know? What does number 3 need to know? Compassion. You demonstrate the language of the heart by actively sharing and living love. So right now, you're in need of compassion, or you want to spread compassion to the world, to your loved ones. You have this in you. You're learning to feel for other people, or you are this kind of person already and you're wanting to spread that, and it's a compliment to you. You're showing your love right now to others. Maybe they're showing their love to you. That's beautiful. It's lovely. I like that. And then finally, we're going to go for the Sacred Rebels card. What does person number 3 need to know right now? Conscious connections. Very interesting. So you're like showing compassion, faith. Remember I said there was something with number, the person who's picking number 3, there's some sort of love thing going on. There's like a relationship thing going on. That's what I'm sensing with number 3. So let's just see what conscious connection says. It looks like that's about relationships. You're making conscious connections instead of connections that are not conscious, which is like, you kind of know what's up here. You kind of like, something you're actually really needing to manifest, not just like falling in love, like, unconsciously and like just going with things. Like, who you're getting involved with these days, possibly, or that's what you really want. Maybe you're creating a conscious connection right now with another person. So let's read what this says. There is a call for more intimacy in your immediate relationships. There is an opening for heart-to-heart communication. that can salvage and restore a broken relationship or friendship, if you are willing to honor your differences and look to what unites you. So, I told you this was about a relationship. From the very beginning, I saw it. I saw passion. I saw ripeness, which is also kind of like ready to go passion. I saw don't let the past hold you back. So I'm going to say right now, number 3, this is probably about somebody from your past. Have faith and show compassion to this person. Now it's all coming together. And the miracles for this relationship are working behind the scenes. Okay. Sometimes it is hard to bear the differences between one another. One person may be willing to live a life in high definition, while another may prefer to live it more vicariously until they have the confidence to step onto the center stage of their own life story. We are not here to judge each other, just to love, to be loved, and to let go of those that cannot accept us as we open up to those who can. This oracle brings guidance for you to trust in the sanctity of the connections in your life. So this is about relationships and connections you're having or you want to have. If you have asked to experience a more sacred connection with people who truly get you and want to play life with you rather than at odds with or against you, then this oracle is confirmation that this manifestation is on its way to you now. It may or may not be obvious at first, but kindred spirits are going to enter your life to help you connect with your deeper feelings and creativity. They will give you wings to your inspirational ideas and big dreams. If you have been asking for healing in your current friendships or other immediate relationships, know that this can happen through your willingness to express your true feelings and allow the situation to either fall apart or come together according to the greater workings of life. Sometimes webs that have joined people together are broken, and that it is appropriate as people may outgrow what once held them together. Sometimes the ties that bind us together are so strong that they are able to withstand a great deal of pressure and still remain intact. The webs of connection between us will never sever or sustain, based on the higher wisdom of life itself. Either way, healing happens in the resolution of our feelings, and we are once again able to feel free, forgive, and be ready to move on to the next stage of relating, either with a person who has been in connection with us for a time or with someone new. This oracle asks you to remain open to healing connections and allow people to be close to you. Trust in the process that draws people in and out of your life. Resist nothing and seek wisdom in all. So that was for number 3. So this is most likely about either, friends or a relationship, a love relationship. And I kind of got that from the very beginning. The time is ripe for you guys to come together. Sounds like a talk might need to happen. There's definitely a passionate nature to this relationship. There's something in the past that might be holding you back, but have faith and have compassion for yourself and for this person. And then maybe you can work it out, or maybe it's something that cannot be worked out. Maybe it's something you just need to talk it over with somebody and you need to resolve your differences and move on. And understand and just try to understand the situation. Compassion. So number 3, I think this is, you probably were thinking about a relationship. And also just on a little note, side note here, during this relationship or during this time period, as this is all going on, your intimate relationship, you need to take care of yourself too. That's also very important. Self-care, even though this is about somebody else, the self-care needs to be there. Okay, that was for number 3. Well, that's it. Those are the readings. I hope it really helped you guys to get a little inspirational messages during this time. I will be coming on here a lot more right now because I've got a lot of free time. So I hope that you enjoyed that. If you did, like, subscribe, and please comment. I'm also available for readings right now, you guys. I have got nothing but free time. Give me contact me. Contact me right here if you want to get a reading. Okay, bye. And have a good day, and you guys stay well. Bye-bye.